Good evening, y'all. We are back with more Frontier Scum. How's it going tonight, everybody? We are continuing our adventure here, inspecting or exploring a very strange gallery. So tonight, Jess is going to be playing Lemsley Rotgut Pains. Ryan is here to play Slim Gambit, and we discovered Slim has a cousin, and the cousin is named Quill Gambit. Now, I forgot to put your little, your nickname, Quill, if you'd like to let everybody know what you're also called sometimes, in case Slim wants to give you shit about that one.
Oh, Cadaver Kid?
Cadaver Kid, that's right. Cadaver Kid, so maybe you got some explaining to do tonight, I don't know. How is it going, Ash? Welcome to the stream, thanks for joining us tonight. How are all the players doing? Are you guys ready to get back into this weird Wild West? Yeah? Alright.
Yeah.
So before we begin, I'll give you guys a little recap. So, Lemsley and Slim, they went into hiding. They're lying low. They bought with a lot of silver that they stole from a creepy railroad. They bought a potato farm, but then somebody found them, unfortunately. And they owe taxes on the land. And that's when Quill and Slim, cousins, they've been working near each other for a very long time. Quill's been smashing rocks at a guy named Eli's little rock quarry. And they reunited. Quill brought a scheme. He heard about there's this strange gallery showing going on somewhere nearby, a day's ride away. And perhaps they can steal some paintings, but something more interesting popped up in the fact that this Marshall, some relative of his, is one of the artists there, allegedly. And they found that man when they went to this gallery, completely empty, got sucked into a painting, fought off a fire creature of some kind, and found themselves back in the gallery with this artist alongside them. But what did you get, Lemsley? You found some kind of interesting artifact when you killed this creature.
Yeah, I got a sword of pyre, which I wrote down can ignite once a day, but then there was more that I did not write down.
Great. All right. All right. The sword of pyre. So I can tell you it, I got it right here. So once per day, you ignite the weapon like a torch, and the next attack deals +2 damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Could come in handy. We'll see.
Do you know how much damage it does without being a flame?
You know what? It's funny. It doesn't say. So let's say it's a D8. Why not? It's a hefty sword.
Okay.
Janelle, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for hanging out. All right, before we begin, you guys stuck around. You found this guy, this artist. You saved him, and you said, you know what? Maybe we should just get the hell out of here. We can grab one of these paintings. We can run. Slim tried to touch it. He did not get sucked back into it. But you guys, I guess in the kindness of your hearts, I don't know why, but you're deciding to free the rest of these artists, potentially, from these paintings that they are allegedly trapped inside. You did happen to wander around this gallery and you found another very strange door that was almost like it was just breathing slowly. It had all these strange runes and glowing writing in it on the wood there. But you did notice that a flame was extinguished on the door, a symbol there. It almost looked like a brand after the fact. So you figured that perhaps if we save the rest of these artists, maybe we can get inside there. Whatever or whoever is inside there. So, you guys stepped into this painting, you perused the entire gallery, and you decided this one seemed like the least dangerous. There was no snow, so maybe that was part of the reason why. But you guys stepped inside, and you found yourself in a kind of like a sitting room. And you saw three men sitting on the opposite side of the room from you. Two of them are playing chess. The other one appears to be advising. He's very interested in the game that's going on. And off to the right, off to the east wall, you see a cat there slumbering in the sun. There's this massive window from floor to ceiling, sunlight pouring in. But the strangest thing you guys did know is that you are in fact 1 foot tall, each of you. So everything is gargantuan right now. So this is where we're going to begin. All of you guys, I don't remember the order that you stepped into the painting, but you are all here now. So what would you like to do as these men are just kind of hemming and hawing over their chess game? Nobody seems to notice you, not even the cat.
So is the cat like bigger than us then?
I mean, it's cat size, so I guess you're probably, the top of your head is taller than a cat if it were standing up.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a massive cat to you.
It's like a lion now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good way to think about it.
Okay. I was gonna go pick the cat up and like pet it, but I think I'll stay away. This is strange. Pretty short. I'm gonna whisper so these guys don't hear us.
Okay, you're gonna whisper, yeah.
All right. What were you gonna
I
say?
had pushed Will into the painting, had I not?
Oh, I think you did too.
Yeah, I think you're right. That makes sense. We'll go with that. That sounds cool.
Well, shit.
Yeah, so I guess Quill, then you're probably, yeah, it looks like you're right ahead of everybody anyway on the map, a little bit. And you're standing on a very dusty, very large, well-patterned rug. Luckily for you, there are these two couches that are kind of cocked at 45-degree angles, giving you a bit of coverage because, again, you are only 1 foot tall. There's a coffee table sitting there as well, with a vase and some little doilies and stuff.
I'm gonna go ahead and walk along the couch to kind of get a better view of these guys.
Okay.
Like kind of peeking out, but not, too obvious so they can see me.
Okay. Yeah, Janelle, this is definitely practice for Mouse Ritter. You're right. Okay, so you creep across this carpet. It's quite padded. You're a very light person, but I'm assuming you are kind of taking your time, sneaking over.
Yeah.
And you make it to that area between those two couches, and there is a crack that you can peer through. A crack's worth. And you see these two men, and they're kind of scratching their white beards. They're all older men. There's one guy, the guy that's facing you, essentially. He doesn't see you, though. He's standing at the table, and he seems as frustrated as the other two men.
Is anyone saying anything?
No.
Are they actually moving?
Yeah, they're moving. They're kind of shifting there. It's so quiet in this room. You can hear the cat purring as it sleeps. You can hear muffled sounds coming outside the window. And you hear the shifting of these guys' clothes as they move around their seat, scratching of their beards. Exhales, inhales. One of them seems to be grumbling.
Do any of them seem like they'd be a painter who's upset that they're in their own painting?
From here, it's hard to tell. They're all dressed. They have coats. They're dressed very finely. Black coats, slacks, ties, very gentlemanlike. But you don't see any paintbrushes. You don't see any paint on anybody's sleeves. It's hard to tell.
Is there that same darkness from the snow area?
No, no,
Anywhere?
no. There's no darkness here whatsoever. The room is pretty well lit. There's a couple of lights on the walls around that are illuminating in certain spots, but then there's the bright light coming in from the window to the east.
Okay.
But as you're standing here closer, Quill, you do see this man on the right here. His hand is on one of the chess pieces. And there's a glint of gold, like a ring of gold at the very top of this chess piece. It appears to be a queen. But it's almost as if he's frozen. He's unsure. He doesn't know what he wants to do. He doesn't want to take his hand off the piece quite yet.
I wish I knew how to play chess.
Don't worry. The knowledge of chess is not required for this this scenario.
Thank God.
Yes.
Yet.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know. If one of you guys do chess and got creative with it, why not?
I don't chess.
Okay.
Do chess.
Do chess. But as you're sitting there, Quill, observing this scene, you do see, or you do hear actually, the man on the right, the man with his hand on the queen piece. He starts humming. But you don't recognize the song at all. And you see his free hand kind of, as he hums, sort of do this. Like he's trying to find a tune almost. And then he shakes his head, scratches his chin, and goes back to pondering the chessboard.
We see like a record player or any here, or like a phonograph or something.
Not from where you're standing, Slim. You can't see that. You're kind of blocked by the couches at this moment. But from behind you anyway, you don't see anything. You see a series of chess. You see like a bookshelf with a bunch of books in it, drawers, stuff like that. No record player.
Well, think we gotta kill these big bastards or what?
Why don't we look around first, maybe? Do a little search of the perimeter.
Or reconnaissance. Well, I think worst case scenario is that cat wakes up. So we should probably move real quiet like.
Yeah.
Could be. So it looks like Lemsley, you're making your way to the west wall.
Yeah, I'm
Quietly. Okay. Yeah, just so you know, the floor here is made of wooden planks. You're not wearing any spurs or anything, right?
No.
Okay, so you guys make your way to the corner, moving quietly.
I'm checking things out on the wall and on
Yeah,
the
you
floor.
see a painting above you. You see something. You can't reach them. It's kind of hard to see because, again, you're so tiny. You see a kind of a chest of drawers over here. It looks like there's a bunch of envelopes and letters and papers just stashed away in this wall. There's some notes and things scattered on the ground up here.
Okay.
And as you're standing there, Quill, you hear the guy humming again.
Is it the same tune?
The same tune, same guy. And he gets a little bit further this time though. He almost says a word like a lyric, but he doesn't quite have it. Almost as if he's getting closer to discovering what he is trying to remember.
If I crawled up on the couch, is the back of the couch tall enough that I'd be in cover from them?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. So you could probably peek over it, just barely, on your toes. But yeah, it would if you're just standing there, yeah, you have you're concealed.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up there for a better
Okay.
view.
So you climb up there. It's a fairly easy climb. Leather couch. Cracked and faded, where a lot of behinds have been, but other than that, ordinary couch. So, Slim and Lemsley, what are you up to while you're... Are you going to do anything, Quill, while you're standing on this couch?
I think I'm just gonna wait to see where they're going.
Okay. So, yeah, I guess Slim and Lemsley, you do see Quill climb up on this couch.
Okay.
And Lemsley, as you round this corner here, you get a better look at these gentlemen, and they're exactly as what I explained. You see these two men kind of locked in a chess battle, and then another man with his hands on his hips, kind of looking at each one, ready for, waiting for one of them to make a move. But facing you is a very large grand piano sitting there in the corner.
Okay. These like papers that I'm on. Are they interesting at all?
No, you don't find anything of interest. It looks like some correspondences, some inventory, tax papers maybe, but nothing that seems like it's going to get you out of here.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep creeping then, I guess.
Okay. So you are out in the open now. You are within the line of sight of all three of these guys. Are you doing anything differently, or are you just kind of
Yeah.
Scooby-Dooing, you know, across the floor?
I don't know. I guess maybe I'll go back to Slim and see what he thinks. There's nothing interesting really over there. I got a better look at these guys, and there's a piano, but that's about it.
Well, I mean, well, the guy was humming a tune, right?
Yeah.
Do we need a, you know,
Help him play the tune?
yeah, or like do a little Tom Hanks and I brown on one of them giant keyboards. The famous outlaw, Thomas Hanks. He was famous for his giant keyboard in a mall.
What's mall?
I saw that one in Covett City.
You know, you ain't never been to no mall, hick.
Hey, Jacob, welcome.
Well, can you play the piano?
Nope.
What about you, Quill?
One time I dropped a piano moving one. Does that count?
I don't think so.
Can I see that record player from here?
Yeah, I mean, if you're peeking up over the over the couch, yeah, you see what looks like to be a phonograph over here. Yeah, in the corner.
Does it look like there's a record on it?
No, but it looks like there are perhaps some records stacked on the table right next to it.
I'm wondering if we don't need to play the piano, but a record.
So as you're standing there, Quill, you feel something. You kind of like your foot slips down in the crack of the couch. And you feel something. I need you to roll me a d6.
Oh.
4. All right,
good,
it is
right?
the what was that? That's good,
That's
right?
good, right?
That's great.
Oh.
So you find that it's the rim of a hat.
Oh.
And it looks like a bowler hat has been just crammed, squashed down into the cracks of the couch. But it's not your size. It's regular size. If you were regular size, it's that size.
Oh, dang. Got excited
What
for a
if-
second.
What if we're regular size and everyone else is just real big?
Or that.
We went down that sewer tube and popped out in the world much larger.
Wait, I remember a bottle of whiskey in the painting. Is that supersized?
Ooh, lifetime supply, baby.
Yeah.
I'll take that home with me.
Yep.
We all get caught and killed by a cat, like just rolling a giant bottle of whiskey across the floor.
We probably would.
All right, so what are we doing?
Well, we haven't checked out the other side. But of course, there's that cat over there.
Purring away, purring away. Seemingly very content.
Sleeping or just kind of sitting there purring?
It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, it sounds like it's sleeping. Looks like it's sleeping. It doesn't have its eyes open or anything from what you can see from where you are.
Alright, I'm gonna creep to the corner, see if there's anything interesting in this little cove.
You're going to creep to the corner. Okay, so because you are close to this cat, I'm going to have you please roll me a slick.
Okay.
Damn, I were even getting anywhere near the cat, but you can keep on going.
Oh, I'm pretty slick, though.
Pretty slick.
My name is literally Slick, but you do you,
Hey,
alright?
that's slick. So,
Wait,
just a reminder, you guys. Just a reminder. Go ahead. Did you not roll slick?
No, what's your reminder?
My reminder is everybody has an ace because it's a new session.
Mm-hmm.
An ace allows you to re-roll a die.
Is this where I use it?
It's up to you. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just reminding you in case you forgot.
Yeah. I think I'll use it.
Okay.
Okay. Slick, here we go. Nope.
Wow, 11. Okay. So, even though you are very tiny and very light, you happen to step on a loose board that is thin enough to bend with your weight, and you hear a creak. And immediately, this cat, its head turns over to you, and you see these bright yellow eyes open up. Its ears fold back on its head.
Yeah.
And it stands up, but keeps low to the ground and starts creeping over to you very slowly, Lemsley.
Slim. Oh no, there's a cat token.
Oh, goddamn, Lim, what'd you do? Come on. Get back over here.
It's coming towards me.
I already saw you. Get up. Get.
Alright, I'm gonna back up.
So you're gonna try to. What are you doing here? Are you running away? Or are you doing this slowly? Explain to me in detail what you're
No,
doing.
I'm like slowly backing up.
You're
like,
slowly backing up.
trying to do like calming hands.
Calming hands. Like
Calming hands, guys.
Okay, calming hand. Is this you're doing like ASMR? What do they call it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pulling the tension away from the cat.
Yes.
All right, so yeah, you do that. It keeps coming toward you, getting lower and lower to the ground, and it stops right here as if it's going to pounce. So Slim, Quill, you see this. I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to do something if you'd like, while Lem is backing away doing her weird ASMR hand movements.
Don't make me kill a cat.
Someone watches too much Twitch ASMR.
I mean, listen, I ain't never been one to not kill a cat when needed.
I'll remind you, there are bookshelves around you. There are nooks and crannies everywhere. There are just... If you want to explore, look around for anything you can use, let me know and we'll talk it out.
I mean...
Otherwise, we're very quickly going to get into combat.
I mean, yeah. I've already been to that, like, left, like, area. Was there anything there that would be useful against a cat? Any catnip? Any little toys?
You did not find any catnip, but there's plenty of shelving here by this fireplace that has books. You can probably climb inside them if you'd like to. You could probably climb up them if you'd like to. You could potentially pull
cats
things
can get
off.
fucking everywhere.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to give you guys options so you don't think like combat, no combat.
Yeah. Maybe I could like pull out some books and then like go in and then hold a book in front of me.
Okay, you want to try that? All right.
I'm gonna lift
Yeah.
a book. I'm so
Yeah.
small.
No, you're a foot tall.
Okay.
So, you know, a book is, you know, maybe, I don't know, what, 8-ish inches, a hardback book or something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you crawl into this little cubby hole and there's some books and you start to... Anybody else? Quill, Slim, are you doing anything?
Does the cat notice me on the couch?
It seems to be stalking Lemsley. So its oops, not that one. Its eyes are on her as she kind of climbs back into this cubbyhole, but then obviously Slim is standing right there, so the cat also notices him. Doesn't happen to notice you yet, though, Quill. Maybe you're just too high up on the couch or something.
If I can,
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
gonna...
talk.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go for it.
I'm just gonna move over towards the middle of the area over here. Still on the couch, though.
Okay, so you're just moving to the other end of the couch. Okay.
Trying to get out of its eyesight or line of sight.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna tuck in, you know, kind of away from Limsley at this point, since she's the one that pissed it off, and just see what kind of happens. But I'm gonna have my gun drawn and everything.
Okay, so you're not hiding or anything. You're just gonna draw your gun and kind of just step back.
No, I'm gonna tuck into some little crevice over here in the bookshelves, like maybe an area between books or something. Try to get into a little space and just be peeking out with my I got a rifle.
Oh, you got a rifle. All right. So why don't Lemsley and Slim, why don't you guys roll me a luck? Each of you guys roll me a luck, and let's see how lucky you are with your little cubbyhole situation here. Ooh.
Not very.
Okay. Lemsley, while you're in there, you find quite a few heavy books, and you wedge yourself behind it. The cat does approach you from where you are and starts pawing at the book. And it's just knocking against you, almost like a door ready to break down, but you're able to hold it back. Slim, you find yourself also wedged, but there seems to be an opening there as this cat
Oh, I'm sorry.
finally gives up on Lemsley and starts to pad its way over to you. So there's a split second of time where you can try to dash, do whatever. If you want to make some kind of action before anything happens, let me know. Or if you're just gonna go guns blazing.
I have beef shank,
Oh.
Oh, looky there.
and I'm gonna throw some at Limsley. No, I'm going to
Hell yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna just chuck it as far as I can away from us, I guess. I guess over this direction.
So just over
And
here?
then yeah. So if it catches my eye, I'm gonna pull out what is now, I guess, a smaller beef shank. But if I'm a foot tall, like it's still, it's still a decent sized chunk of meat,
sure.
or cat treat. And I'm just gonna do a couple of waves and just give it a heave as far as I can chuck it.
So the cat does follow it immediately. You see its nostrils flare and its eyes grow large as it dashes over to where you threw that meat shank.
All right. And if I can, what I want to do is dash on over to the couch then.
Okay. Yeah, you can run over there. And then Lemsley, you see this as well. Quill, anything you guys want to do? While Slim is dashing across the room to this couch.
Do any of the chess players notice the cat move or anything like that?
No, they seem to be just completely engaged in what's going on in front of them this game.
I'll probably also then unwedge myself and dash to the couch.
Okay. Ryan, why don't you roll me a D6, let's say. All right, let's say that your shank, your beef shank will occupy this cat for a couple of rounds. So the way it's going to work is we'll kind of just go around this virtual table here with what you guys want to do starting now. And once all of you guys have done an action or et cetera, one or twice, then the cat will be, you know, ready to go back to hunting.
Gotcha. Well, I got 4 more beef shanks on me.
Oh shit, look at that.
Okay.
So Slim, are you gonna climb up on the couch with Quill or the other couch, or are you gonna go under it or around it or anything like that?
Well, I definitely scooted under the coffee table here.
Okay, yeah.
But the phonograph is over here, right?
Correct. The phonograph is
in the
in
records?
the far corner. Yeah, there's records right next to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm thinking I want to move towards that direction. So,
Okay.
how far? So yeah, I'm at least gonna scoot under and maybe actually like kind of shoot this way and try to get around to like this side of the coffee table, or the couch, so it's between me and the cat here.
Yeah. So I'll say you can make it, you know, if you want to do sort of, you know, let's hypothetical combat here, a dash, right? If you want to use your entire turn to make it all the way here, you can do that.
Oh yeah, if that was my first one, then yeah, I'd love to kind of do that. And I'm gonna scoot. These windows are like high up. It's just the angle that makes them look kind of on the floor, right? Or are
Well, they're
these
floor
more
to ceiling.
like,
Yeah, you can go up to the
floor to
glass if
ceiling?
you want to. Yeah.
Well, I just want to not be directly into the eyesight of something. But if I can scoot all the way to the side of the phonograph, that would be my hope, without being seen by people that are.
Yeah. So you make it
obsessed
over
with the chess
there,
game.
and again, they don't seem to pay any attention to you.
Cool. All right.
The little leprechaun you are skirting by them. So who wants to go next, Lemsley or Quill?
Quill could go.
I guess I'll kind of do the same thing and try to make my way over to phonograph as well.
Okay, so you're gonna hop down off the couch, make your way around. I'll say you can pretty much make it all the way there. Your turn. Lemsley? And nobody notices you whatsoever. You hear the cat. It's so quiet in here, with the exception of like the movement of these players and the cat. You can hear it chewing on the beef shank that Slim threw over there.
Guess I'll join him.
Okay, so you make it over there as well. Back to the top of the order when Ryan Slim gets back. It will be his turn. Oh, there he is. So everybody's gone. Your compatriots are gathering around you, and you are looking up at this phonograph as well as some records you do see kind of sticking off the top of this desk.
So I'm thinking one way or another that this has to do with music in some way, because the guy's humming, and it's not the only sound that's in here besides this damn cat. So we got a phonograph and we got a piano, right?
Right.
Anyone recognize that humming?
Do Do we?
No, you don't recognize the song. There's also a little padded, little velvet footstool right tucked under this desk here, so you could potentially pull that out if you wanted to climb up.
All right. Well, I guess. I mean, yeah. If no one recognizes it, and that's what we got to do, I'm gonna try to pull that stool out a little bit and hop on up and take a peek at the records.
Okay. So you take a peek at the records. You find one on top. It's out of its sleeve, and right in the middle, it's titled Golden Years. All of the other ones are in their sleeves.
Is this Bowie?
It doesn't say. Perhaps it's Bowie. He has transported himself to the Lost Frontier.
I mean, if anyone can do it, Bowie can. That's all I'm saying, you know?
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's out. So this might be the one. Am I big enough that I can actually put it on a phonograph?
Yeah, you could climb
Or would
up.
I need help from somebody?
Well, it is a hefty record, so it's going to require a check of grit if you would like to attempt to lift this record onto the player.
Can I help him?
Yeah. And I'll give him advantage. You help him.
Okay. I don't. Can I click the sheet and get advantage, or do I just click the sheet twice?
Shit. You know, I don't know. I wonder if it's like a
Control click
control
kind of
thing. If it doesn't matter, you can just roll it twice. Whatever's easier. Well, you done succeeded with the first and the second roll. Congratulations, Slim. So you, with the help of good old Cuz Quill Gambit, you heft this mighty record over your head, right on your tiptoes, and easily put it on top of this phonograph. All you gotta do is switch her on if you'd like to do that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Boop. All right, you hear
thing
the
on.
scratch of the record. It's starting to wind up, go around, and you start to hear beautiful music playing. And Quill, you recognize this as the on-key version of what this man was humming earlier. And as the music fills the room, he stands up from his chair. I win! I win! And he throws, with his winning move, he casts aside, or knocks on the floor anyway, you can't quite tell, that fancy little chess piece with a gold ring. And the other guy standing at the table starts patting him on the back. Oh, I knew you could do it, Quinn. I knew you could do it. Let's celebrate with my new spiced wine. And you do indeed see now this bottle of wine or liquor of some kind. Takes a stopper off. They start pouring a little bit. Even to the loser, even to the loser. So you guys are standing there. The record is playing. What would you like to do?
Lamb. Because we're up on the thing, right? Because Quill came up to help me.
Yes.
Go grab that chess piece.
Is it anywhere near me?
Near you? No, it's like off to the side. It's like over here. He just kind of.
Oh, so
When
yeah.
he stood up in his, his win, he kind of knocked it aside with the back of his hand.
Okay. I'm gonna try to scramble to get it sneakily.
Scramble to get it sneakily.
Sneakily.
Okay. All right, so yeah, you make it over there. Nobody notices you. You pick up this chess piece, which is quite large for, your size.
I'm gonna drag it back.
You start dragging it back, and the room seems to begin to fold in on itself. Dissolve particle by particle. sucked into this chest piece that you're dragging across, and you guys all go back to the gallery.
My whiskey.
Dang it. I liked it in there. Except for
I
that
mean, except for
cat.
that cat, we got real fucking lucky with that. I don't know why you even walked on over there.
I was just, reconnaissance.
Well, you were kind of somewhere else next time, goddammit.
Well, let's see. Should we just move in a line?
So as you're standing here, you guys are kind of getting your bearings, and I don't know, you got some kind of vertigo going on because you just got sucked back out of a painting, or ejected out of a painting. You see the man who won, who is standing and won. He's kind of sprawled on the floor, going, "Hook." He looks drunk as hell.
Hmm.
Damn good wine, I guess.
So Quinn?
Quinn. I think it's Quinn.
And is that the name of the artist on like the plaque by the artwork?
Yes.
Maybe we should
think.
write down all the
let me-
names. of
Let
these
me
artists.
confirm really quick here. I think it is. Yes, Quinn Crownshead is the gentleman's name.
Okay. Well,
How many paintings? How many times we gotta do this?
are there like 6 paintings?
Yeah, there's 6 paintings.
So 4 more times.
Oh, damn. And this guy's just laying there drunk on the ground?
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I
I'm gonna roll him
will."
over.
I
I'm gonna give him
will.
a couple of, not real hard, just enough to,
Okay. Hell, what the hell? Ooh. Yeah. Cool.
Hey, drunkie, you get stuck in a painting.
I won, goddammit.
I'm gonna run his
Fair,
pockets.
fair and square.
You're gonna do what?
I'm gonna rifle his pockets.
Check for that wine.
Okay, roll me a d10.
Low number
You
wins, right?
you find a single lint-covered silver in one of his pockets. Better than nothing. Yeah, it could be your good luck. Could be your good luck.
Let me add that to the character sheet here for all my silver. Should I assume that the silver I previously had is gone and we have none? Or like the 9
No,
that we
I'll
had?
say
or
you have
something?
no. Whatever you have. How much do you have written down right now?
I had 50 silver.
I mean, yeah. I'll say out of the 10,000 you had, I'll say yeah.
I got
were able-
personal silver. I got my own.
You
I got
guys-
pocket silver.
Yeah, you guys have exactly. You guys have a little bit.
I
left.
have 51 silver.
All right. Okay, so you guys are out in the gallery once again. Your boot heels clicking on these marble floors, echoing everywhere in this quiet. And it feels so good to be regular size again.
Feels so good.
All right, so as you guys are standing here and the guy's just lying drunk there, you see, again, there's a painting here. And there's a painting here. Within eyeshot. You want to see that one again, Lem?
Yeah, I'm gonna move towards the.
All right. That one is, I will show you. Show players. This guy. So,
Oh,
you get literal chills on your skin seeing another landscape full of snow. And this one is titled Two's Company, Three's the Crowd by Alan Biswatch. And it depicts...
he is magic, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Lost my zine.
Lost your zine. So this one depicts 3 horses. There is a cloaked figure, pawn 1. But there's 2 other gentlemen off in the distance, right near the tree line, looking off at the horizon.
Didn't you say there's like a body in this one too?
Oh yeah, sorry, you're correct. There is a frostbitten corpse, swollen and purple, lying half buried in the snow.
Where? Like, can we see it in the painting?
You can't
Or are
see it
we-
here. It's like, let's say it's off to the left side, like where my cursor is right here. But it is not in the painting. I guess I could have added that, huh?
How, if all we see is painting, how do we know that there's a bloated corpse in the painting that we can't see?
Well, I don't love this one, but
Listen, we don't have to go in order, and I still got a chill in my bones. Why don't we just peek at the
Want
next
to take a look at another one? There's one right behind you,
like
right
a
here.
greenhouse or something? Yeah.
Oh,
maybe we go
yeah.
Greenhouse Granny.
All right, you
Why
want
don't
to
we
check
do
out?
it? Why don't we do a quick? Why don't we do another quick peruse again? Just a little jog through and peek
Okay,
at these.
I'll
peek
briefly
at these paintings.
I'll briefly tell you. So, this one is
I'll
the
suckers
this
up.
one's titled Red Room,
Yeah.
and it is.
Oh, that's a creepy one, right?
Yeah, it's the one where there's a body dead on the floor, and there's a guy
yeah.
peeking around a curtain at this spectacle. So that's that one.
Creeper creeping.
What was
We
the
got
author
it.
or the
What?
actor's name on that one?
The painter's name? It is Johann Redfield.
Yo. Okay.
Okay. And then there is one over here. So if you guys cross into this little other room, if you'd like, these are where the other two remain right here. And the door, the breathing door of eldritch symbols and fog is coming from beneath the doorway is right here. So you guys look right there. This right here is the greenhouse one. And this one over here is the one where there is a gentleman. He looks like he's sitting in a telegraph station, but he is very interested in these beakers, almost like a small little laboratory in front of him.
At least that one doesn't have a body.
Yeah.
Well,
That
neither
one-
of these two. So this one doesn't. This one doesn't. So
The last one though, right? What was that one called?
what when you say last one, which one are you talking about?
No. Or there's the green room one is outside of the green room. I'm gonna just look at the freaking paintings.
The greenhouse. There's a granny in it.
Yeah, I'll show you if you guys want to see the paintings again. I can show you. So it is this one.
Yeah, is that snow outside or is that just
It's snow.
White.
It's a bleak,
Brown, damn.
snowy landscape.
goddamn? So we got two snow rooms, a body room. One of the snow rooms is also a body room, and then we got the telegraph guy. So what order do we want to do this? It's because we could do snow room, not snow room, so we can warm ourselves up a bit, or
Yeah, I like
we
it.
can fight it. We could fight Grandma, or
Maybe we fight Grandma, then we go warm up in the telegraph room, and then
I like how you
In the
guys are
body
already
body.
deciding like I'm gonna fight Grandma.
listen,
That's
we
where
know
I'm
how this
going.
works. We're hopping into paint, we're punching Granny in the fucking face, we're running her pockets, and we're jumping out. That's how this works.
wait,
She
who's
looks small too. Maybe she's like a foot tall.
She's a granny. We dropping bows.
who's the artist of the greenhouse granny?
Ariane Mayflower.
See, that's a granny name. Yeah.
So this could be a self-portrait.
We winging and swinging. It looks like she got both hands, though, Lim. Oh, not your self-portrait. I got you.
No. Ariane.
Harry, what?
Ariane.
Ariane. That's her name, right?
Yeah. Harry. So what's the plan? Is it grandma fighting time?
I think so.
I do have a rolling pin, so
Perfect.
That's
Perfect.
the perfect weapon.
Distract her
You
with
might,
it.
yeah, you might be able to, bake some cookies
Yeah.
together. There you go.
Just wave around till her get back to the kitchen and we win, right?
Oh, here we go. All right, so that is where you're going. Tell me how you are you pushing Quill in again?
Nah.
Well, after he says that, I'm going to push Slim in.
All
There we go.
right.
Into the kitchen.
Some
with you.
Here we
bitch.
go. Here we go. All right. Here we are. All right. Let me bring all of your tokens in here really quickly here. So we got. Well, I guess Slim got pushed in, so I'll put him in there first. There he is. Pop. Immediately it gets very cold. The snow drifts to the ground. The sky is as blinding white as the floor, or as the ground. Okay, and then who else went in? Quill or Lemsley? After that. It doesn't matter. I'm throwing all you guys in there.
Okay.
Order doesn't matter. Okay, so you guys appear in this very frigid landscape. You see an old greenhouse sitting there amidst a snow-covered plain. And through the window, there's this open area right here. You see an old lady trimming at this gnarled little plant on the inside, down a couple steps. And you do notice as you look around, all of these planters, they're shriveled, most of them are dying. There's all kinds of dead leaves just scattered on the tile floor.
She ain't doing a real good job now, is she?
Mm-mm.
Nope. Now I'm freezing my ass off, so I say we go inside.
All right.
We know what we're doing.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you guys are just going to step right in? Step right in, step right up?
Is there something? So we're not in. We ended up outside the greenhouse when we went in the painting.
Yeah, so when you step into the painting, you appear. You guys are like ankle deep in the snow, pulling your coats around yourselves to keep warm. But yeah, you look around behind you, it's just like endless white. It's as if you're in a void of snow and fog and clouds.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, we can see her, and we're normal size.
Plot twist, you're going to be tiny for the rest of your lives. No, you guys are all the same size, or regular size.
All right. So, do we want to approach? Unless beating her up is an option immediately. Just sprint through. Right. That's a possibility. But do we want to talk to her? And if so, Lem, what do you want to say?
Why do I gotta talk to her?
Because, listen, while I am slick, right? We're just like two dudes that just showed up outside a greenhouse in the middle of fucking nowhere. I think a lady would be more comfortable talking to a lady. You can talk about, I don't know, best way to do laundry and stuff.
Wow. All right.
This is Ryan's favorite game because he gets to say all of these lines ironically.
That is
And it's-
ironically.
and it's okay. Let's go with that. All right,
Listen, this is a
Lemsley.
different time and place, all right?
All right, Lemsley.
Women knew where they belong.
Oh man! Somebody clip that, please. Somebody clip that, please. Yes, YouTube has clips, everybody. Okay,
The new
so
channel trailer.
yeah, new channel trailer. All right, so Lemsley, I guess you're the first one inside.
Mm-hmm.
It's very quiet when you get in here. It's almost as if the wind just completely calms down from the outside. Even though, again, this is just a greenhouse with glass walls. And like I said, you see these planters that are running the perimeter of this area, and full of dead leaves and withered plants. But the reflection in the glass kind of catches your eye. Always the corner of your eye. You kind of look to try to catch it, and it's gone. You try to look again and try to catch it, and it's gone. As if somebody's watching you almost.
Okay. And you guys are just hanging out outside?
No, I mean, I'll come with. I just don't want to be in front.
I see. I'm gonna creep. Is this just like open here?
Yeah, so there's a wall, and this looks like it connects to a larger area that has wood floors. And it goes down a couple steps into this area. But this looks just like, I can't speak. This looks just like a larger part of this greenhouse where, again, there's a small table right here with a plant that is shriveled. There's a couple of green leaves just barely alive. I think just froze. Or either that or she fell asleep. Or is that just me? I don't know. No, there she is.
It's me.
It's you.
Okay.
I think she's been lagging pretty bad the whole time.
Oh man, get off the Wi-Fi, girl.
I know. Well, I'm on a laptop.
Okay.
So, but every time I go to Foundry, I freeze. Or at least my face does. I don't know if my voice does.
Oh, speaking of Foundry, why do I always forget this? Thank you, McGlintlock, for the amazing Frontier Scum system we are running. Go check them out at Glumdark. The link is in the description of this video. It's got some sweet roll tables. So go support the dude. He's awesome. Yeah, so you guys, you walk in here, Lem. You're kind of at the top of this two-step staircase looking down. You see snow and more dead leaves scattered about this area. And this old woman is just hunched over this plant with these little pruning shears. Clip, 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 clip. That's the only sound you hear. She doesn't seem to notice you.
She's got a weapon.
You guys are always rooting for the worst.
I mean, if
I
that's
swear, I want to write an adventure one time where, like, it's just all good things happen. But
it all looks really terrible.
It
Like
looks-
everyone's
yeah.
got like machetes and stuff, and but they're actually chopping like jungle, and you know.
Yeah.
Slice of life, Morkborg.
Yeah, there you go. All right,
Alright,
so
I am going to creep in a little closer, see if she notices me yet.
no, she doesn't seem to notice you.
I'm
She seems
gonna-
very preoccupied with her work. Very similar to the chess player, actually. But she's more animated, whereas that guy was like locked in this, you know, this move that he needed to perform.
Okay, I'm gonna like in my like just like that.
Do what?
I'm gonna clear my throat.
Oh, you're gonna clear your throat.
Let me clear my throat.
She stops. Ryan's got a song for everything. She stops momentarily and looks over her shoulder, and a shock of this gray hair comes loose from her braid, and she looks at you. Oh, hello, dear. What brings you out here to see me?
Well, I want to talk about laundry, actually. No. So, are you stuck here?
Stuck? Well,
Yeah.
this is just my fine greenhouse. I just got to bring all these plants back to life. They've withered out here in the cold, all alone. I thought maybe I could give them some company, give them a tender hand, usher them back into the world of the living.
I see. So you're here intentionally?
Intentionally.
Yeah.
I-
it was
I
your choice.
I suppose.
And how are you bringing these back to life? Do you need help?
I would love some help. These old hands aren't what they used to be. And just as you guys are having this conversation, The windows rattle as a gust of wind just smashes against this greenhouse.
Hmm.
And you kind of jump. And Slim and Quill, you see this too, even though you guys are kind of hanging back a little bit.
How does the old lady react to that?
She doesn't move a muscle.
Okay. You see, I brought some friends with me. We're here to help you bring your plants back to life. So come on in here, guys. Guys.
Oh, hey.
Howdy.
Oh, more guests. Excellent.
You see, we're farmers, so we're actually experts in plants.
Yeah, I mean, technically, we own a farm.
Yes. So I think really we're the perfect people to have happened upon you and your dead plants here.
Yes, but they are still quite pretty, ma'am. I must say, as are you.
You're too kind. And as you look closer, you see that she blushes a little. And you see these spider veins, these purple spider veins start to crawl across her cheeks.
You got it. Call me Slick for a reason, and I like nudge Quill.
You know, son, you have the prettiest blue eyes I've ever seen.
I have been told that a time or two, but thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that. Kind words.
Reminds me of blood before it hits air. Have you ever seen that, boy?
Well, I mean,
So blue. Crystal, actually. Let me change that. Crystalline like an icicle. Like the ones hanging from the window just outside yonder. Can you see it? You're pretty close to the window.
oh yeah, I see a window. It's right there. Yeah.
Well, perhaps
And I'm like-
if you're here. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna to nudge Quill again and be like, maybe I was right. I think it's punching time.
So as you guys are in here closer, you're kind of looking around beyond the woman. You see there's a plant right here, just out in the middle of the room. And it's the greenest thing you've ever seen. Or perhaps it's just that everything else in here is absolutely dead. It's this potted plant, and it seems to be thriving.
Hmm.
Well, that's a nice plant right there. How'd you keep that one alive?
It's a mystery. I don't know. It's all I have left. This one here that I'm tending to used to look just like it. I just haven't figured out the secret yet. And Slim, as you move your way up into this area, the wind dies down, everything kind of grows more quiet, and you hear this creaking sound behind you, right over here. You see a door, if you decide to look.
Yeah, I was like, all right, so what is it?
You see a door, and it appears as if this maybe leads up to a second level.
Oh, did we ever notice the second one?
No, you didn't.
If it's a glass building, we would see that there is more than one level from the outside, right?
That's what you'd think.
That's what. So, that's an interesting door there.
Are you
Ma'am?
addressing the woman?
Yeah.
Oh yes, it's just a little loft where I keep all my tools and pots and soils and whatnot to try to keep these. You know, perhaps you go up there and fetch me. If you young people would like to help me out, all my supplies are up there. I just have this single set of pruning shears here, but I have other things. I got trowels up there, soil, pots, perhaps some other things that might aid you that I just am not remembering.
Yeah, perhaps. Should we go up there, fellow young people?
Yeah.
All right, well,
I'm gonna
We
go ahead
are
and take out my
gonna
rolling pin. It's my
do
only line of
that.
defense.
What'd you say? Oh, you're bowling? That's all you have? Oh, yeah, you're out of ammo. That's right. Holy shit.
Yep. All I've got is a rolling pin.
You and Lemsley didn't chat about ammo, the ammo situation, I guess, huh?
No.
Okay.
You'll have to get a trowel, maybe.
Trowel.
All right.
So we'll do that. We'll go check that out all together.
Before
Okay.
we
Go ahead.
go upstairs, is there anything interesting about the plant as I get closer to it?
Yeah, so you inspect it closely. It's just extremely green, extremely healthy, which is the exact opposite of anything you see here. But you don't see anything particularly strange about it, with the exception of that it is thriving.
Okay. Any flowers or anything, or it's just leaves?
It's all green, yeah. It's
Interesting. Okay.
All right, up the stairs we go.
okay. So you guys,
We're all the way up.
All the way.
make your way. What?
I don't know what we're doing.
What is happening right now?
No, you're froze again, Jess, so I can't even
Oh
see
god,
there.
here we go.
I can't be in Foundry too long, like on the Foundry tab for too long.
It's
alright?
too much processing power for you.
Only with Restream.
Oh, okay. I guess we'll have to go back to Zoom next time. Okay.
Baseball.
Too much
Uh,
GPU power.
I think
Okay.
so.
You guys
Get to the
all make it.
chopper.
Get to the chopper. All right. So is this the marching order? Is Lem in the front, Slim in the middle, and Quill at the back?
I guess I opened
Sounds-
the door.
Are you closing the door behind you, Quill, or are you leaving it open?
I am closing it.
Okay. You close the door. Darkness engulfs the stairwell. But the door at the top of the staircase is open. And Lemsley, you see more or less exactly what she mentioned. You see bags of what appear to be fertilizer, gardening tools. You see, though, what really catches your eye is someone sitting at the back of the room. Behind her is a window, and light is just flooding into this space where she is just completely backlit, like a white outline around her. The front of her is shadowed, and you see just wisps of white hair blowing, but her head is kind of tilted down. And you also see a small area next to her over here, where it looks like there's a little table with some pictures, perhaps. You can't quite make them out from where you're standing, which seems quite odd to be in this loft, considering everything else in here is shovels, gardening tools, sacks of fertilizer and soil, pots, etc., etc.
Does she appear to be like awake? Or can I not tell?
It's hard to tell. Her head is kind of dipped down. You can't see her face. Most of her is cast in shadow because of the strong light coming from behind her through the window.
You guys, there's another old lady in here.
Is it? And now it's a different old lady.
I don't know.
It's it's hard to tell from here. So Slim, I guess you're right behind
She's
Lem.
an old lady. They all look the same, right?
Jeez. Ryan's really trying to get Fran.
How many fucked up lady things can we say to that?
I guess we'll find out.
I guess we'll find out.
All right, I'm gonna, I guess, move in. God.
You're gonna
What
move in.
face will it freeze on?
Okay, you step and creak on the wooden floor.
Yeah. Does she do anything?
No, she doesn't seem to move whatsoever.
Clear my throat a little again
For real? In the game?
in the game.
Okay. You clear your throat. Nothing happens. She's still sitting there, still in this chair. The light spilling in behind her.
Bam.
You're whispering to her?
Yeah.
All right. Are you staying where you are? Are you slowly approaching her, or what are you doing?
I like inched forward.
Inch, like you're a foot tall, trying to get away from a cat.
Yeah. Just an inch forward.
Okay, you inch forward, and her head slowly rises up to face you.
Okay.
You see a slight glimmer in her eyes, but that's it. It's so dark, her face is so dark because, again, this strong light from behind her. And it's the only light in the room.
Great. Guys, get in here.
You guys hear that, Quill and Slim? You see Lemsley just kind of, I guess, how are you sitting there? Are you just kind of frozen, or what are you doing,
Yeah.
Lem? Describe exactly how you're.
So she, like, her head comes up and it's like just black and then like two glowing eyes.
Not glowing, but almost like, you know how you can see a reflection in darkness?
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah, as if something is, glistening. So that's what you see. You don't see any color or any kind of emanation.
There's like cat eyes.
No. I don't mean reflection of light. I'm talking like a reflection on something that's glossy.
Okay. So
Wait.
still
So she is glossy. Like the eyes are glossy. It's not like animal eye reflection.
Correct.
Like she was.
Correct. Yeah. It's
Gotcha.
it's like wet eyeballs reflecting, but surrounded by this darkness because you can't quite. You see like the edge of her cheek and stuff as the light sort of slowly spills around her, but it never quite makes it to the front of her face.
Yeah. It's pretty terrifying.
Has she moved or anything?
The only thing she's done is lifted her head. So when you walked in, her head was kind of like looking down at her lap, and her hands are folded in her lap, and she looked up when Lemsley went, "Psst, ma'am."
Yeah. Are there any more shears or anything in here?
Yeah, so you see, let's see what's in here. Yeah, there's a shovel over here. There's a little hand shovel over here. There's this like gardening pick kind of thing over here.
All right. Well, I'm gonna creep towards the shovel and just be like, "Well, hey there, ma'am. How are you doing today?" As I creep towards the shovel.
Okay, so right when you get here, she stands up quickly, staring right at you, and just cackles loudly, and leaps into the window behind you. And you see this strange face. So she's completely gone, leaps into the glass, and you see just this monstrous image that's just swirling of thousands and thousands of eyes.
So does she break through the glass,
No.
does she like incept? So
yes,
in the glass.
She kind of just it's like a blur into the glass, and she's gone. And you see just these strange eyes.
All right. Well, if the shovel is on the ground in front of me, I'm gonna do a cool move where I stomp on the shovel so it flips up the handle into my hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
It's like a yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I'm just gonna
Hickety.
just smash the shit out of this window.
Smash the window. Okay.
Yeah.
So you swing back and you attempt to smash this window, and just the shovel rebounds off it as if you hit a stone wall, and nothing at all happens.
All right. Well, I think maybe it's time to go back downstairs. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like this.
Yeah, I don't like this either. I'm gonna grab like a trowel and some soil, I guess.
You're gonna grab a big bag of soil.
Like a little bag, a bag that I can carry down that won't weigh me down too much.
Listen, she is a lady. She can't carry as much as this.
Oh man, there's another one,
man.
folks. There's another one.
Well, she's only got one hand.
Courtesy of. Oh man.
Let me get that for her there, little lady.
Tell us, Slim. How much is a woman worth with one hand?
Oh my god. I'm gonna grab a 50-pound thing of potting soil because I'm used to carrying sacks of potatoes. I'm gonna go downstairs.
So you said the window is all eyes?
Yeah, so it's like this weird swirling. It kind of fades into and out of existence. You just see like thousands of eyes kind of swirling in, some getting bigger, some getting smaller. But again, it looks like it's in the glass. It doesn't look like the window has transformed into eyeballs. They kind of come in and out of focus. Thank you, Astounding Crayon Eater. Welcome to the stream.
I'm gonna try poking the glass.
With your finger?
Yeah. I mean, it worked for the other painting.
You get sucked into an alternate dimension. No, I'm just kidding. So you touch it and it's ice cold. It hurts so bad. It's so cold. And that sensation when you touch the glass just kind of works its way down your bones and you're just kind of, you can feel it painful. So whatever hand you used, presumably your dominant one, it still works. It's just like not feeling so hot.
Yep, I'm gonna do that. Turn around, go, yep, nope, and walk downstairs.
So as you guys are heading downstairs, you know, as all this is going on, you do hear the wind just pick up dramatically. You hear just the glass just rattling in the panes out here. And you make your way down. And right as you... tell me who's the first one down.
I was probably.
Hang on, let me get my GM token down here so we can see what's going on so the stream can see.
Yeah. When
Okay.
when we saw the old lady, at any point when she leapt in the air, did we notice if she looks like this old lady?
Yeah, I'll say... Why don't you roll me a... because it all happened so quickly. She leapt up and dashed to the window. So why don't you roll me a... What would that be? What would be the apt ability score? That would be a... Roll me a wits. Why don't you?
No.
I'll even give you advantage because you were creeping and crawling into this room. Oh, damn. Okay. So in that split second before she blurred, you saw clear as day the very same woman that is down here.
Knew it.
I told you guys we should be coming in here punching, and we didn't. Next time.
Next old lady?
Next time.
We punching that bitch right in the fucking face. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so the first one down was Lemsley, right?
Yeah.
What you do to a lady gets out alive, you know?
Oh, man.
Wow,
Slam.
Wow.
All right. So anyway, I'll try to follow that one. Lemsley steps down to the staircase to the bottom floor again. And you see that. Remember when you walked in this place first and you just kept seeing these glints on the side of your eye and you could never quite catch it?
Yeah, I do.
So you turn and you catch it. And it's this monstrous image swirling with fire right at this window here. And I need you to roll me
Man.
a slick
Okay.
as this tendril of flame comes off the window and reaches toward you. Okay, you get out of the way. It singes some of your hair as you step aside just as Slim and Quill are making their way down here.
And
So
it goes
who's-
by me and hits Slim, right?
Well, we shall see. We shall
Okay.
see. But what we are doing, folks, you can see now as you're standing here, there's a flicker of fire in the window. You see this energy kind of moving through all of the glass of panes, and they're just rattling like crazy. And the old lady just kind of sits down, and you know, she drops to her knees with her hands over her ears, weeping. What that means is, guys, we are in combat. So where is oh, there's Slim. Or did you stay upstairs, Slim?
No, I came down.
Okay, you
I
came
just-
down. Didn't move your talking. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna
Hold the chest.
assume. Why don't you guys move where you want to be in the order, or if you're good right there, we'll call it good. I just want to kind of like gauge where everyone's going to be.
I'm gonna be. Is there a way to be outside and away from her? Is that?
Well, remember this is all happening like a split second. So, right when you exit the stairwell, you see this flame from this window over here reach out this tendril and swipe at Lemsley, but she steps aside just in time and doesn't get hit. So you're going to be right there?
Well, I mean, if it's swiping from the window, I'm gonna get away from the window. Actually, I'll just be.
Okay. Let me put all of you guys in combat here. All right, why don't you guys do me a favor and let's do a roll. Oh, we got to do a you guys go first, or Monster goes first. Who wants to do that roll? Anybody.
Sure, I'll do it. Lem's already did it.
Okay, enemies go first. 1 to 3. All right, so why don't you guys roll your individual initiative in the combat tracker?
Where is the combat track? Oh, there.
It's the cross swords in the upper right hand. Okay, so everybody is set. And we'll go begin. All right, so Slim's up first, but the monster gets to go first. So, Slim, as you make your way down and you see this tendril of flame whip right past Lemsley, I need you to roll me a slick as well, as another tendril of flame comes out. Oh man! All right, you got an ace.
Well, you know what?
You have a hat
I'm
too.
gonna ace. I'm gonna. Oh wait, yeah, wait. What's my hat do? So-called damage.
Yes, yes. But remember, it
I'm
destroys
gonna
your
ace
hat.
it. I'm gonna ace it first.
You're gonna ace it?
Last hat.
Well,
Yeah.
I think there's a you can. I think it's a luck. I'll have to look, but that means your hat will be saved. I think at the end. So you want to do an
All
ace
right,
instead?
I'm gonna ace my slick. Yep.
All right. Why don't you give me another roll there, boy? Ooh. Okay.
All right.
So
Yeah.
this
Sucks.
flame. Looks. This flamed appendage makes contact, and you suffer 1 damage, and it gets you on the coat sleeve, and it engulfs in flame, and it is not going out.
Shit.
All right, so Slim, you are up. What would you like to do? As this
I'd like to
flame
make this
tears
flame
at your
go
sleeve.
out.
Okay, you want to
Yeah.
pat it down? Okay, I'll say you successfully extinguish the fire.
Well, goddamn. Bit warm there. Don't get touched by flame. I just learned. And then, listen, are we punching old ladies? Do we think this old lady is connected?
I mean, she's crying on the floor right now. I don't know.
That's perfect down there.
Right.
Oh man.
How about this plant? Can I kick the plant over or something?
I mean, you can if you want. It's a plant in a pot.
I don't know. You could.
So yeah, as you guys are
Yeah, I'm
sitting
kicking.
here, yeah.
Yeah,
So
boom,
the windows are rattling. So you're gonna kick the plant?
Boom. Kicking plants, yep.
Okay, you kick the plant. It topples over to its side. Some of the soil spills out. And the windows are just rattling more fiercely.
God damn it.
Nah.
So I'll give you a little bit more movement if you'd like, but that would be your action.
Well, I
For
just
your
want to
turn.
get away from the fire. I'll get between the stairs and this old lady.
All right. Okay, so up next is... I gotta get some other angry tunes on here. I guess I only got one crazy track here. There we go. That's more combat-y. Okay, so next up is Lemsley. Voice. What would you like to do, Lemsley, as Slim... he's patting his arm, kicking over this pretty plant, making his way over to the Weeping Woman.
I think I light my sword. Can I, like,
Oh,
light my
yeah! By the power of Grayskull.
sword? Yeah.
You ignite your sword, meaning the very next attack you deal is going to be +2 damage, if you'd like.
Yeah. So that, like, flaming appendage, it just went back into the
Yeah.
glass.
But again, you guys see this energy kind of just coursing through every single window. You guys are almost getting dizzy looking around at it as different, depending on where it is. So like you see flames in this window over here. Up here, it's almost as green as this plant. It's almost as if sunlight is streaming through that window, and then it passes quickly to this northern area, and it's just orange, and you see falling leaves. And then finally, over on this side, you see the ice, or the window itself, start to crackle with ice, and it's just this endless cycle randomly for all of these windows, as if something is dashing through the glass itself.
I'm gonna try to break the glass with my sword, I think.
Okay, which one? Which part? Which glass?
I don't know. I'm gonna try to time it. I know it's random, but when I see the swirly thing, I'm gonna try to get it.
Okay, so anyway, so why don't you roll me a 1d4? Why don't you?
Three.
Okay, this is the window right here. You see it kind of merge back into that, coasting from the northern window, coursing through it to this side. So you're gonna just swing your sword. Okay, you don't need to roll because the window's right there. So you swing and you make contact, but exactly like what happens with Slim's shovel, it rebounds off the glass and the glass is completely untouched.
Dang. Okay. So is that my next? That's my attack that dealt 2 damage, extra 2 damage.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, I'll let you still have that, but it did not do any damage to this window whatsoever.
Okay. Well, am I allowed to do anything else?
You can move.
Hmm.
You can move, like, you know, anywhere in this room, I'll say.
I guess I'll just move to the other side of the plant.
Okay, Quill, you are up next. What would you like to do? As you see Lemsley try to strike the window with no luck, even though her sword is quite awesome looking.
And she's still just on the ground crying?
Yeah, the woman. Yeah, she has her hands just clasped over her ears, and she's just like shaking, yeah, trembling.
Well, hurting the plant seemed to piss off the window monster. So, what happens if I pour my canteen of water on the plant?
Okay. Are you pouring the entire canteen out, or just a little bit, or what are you doing? I guess you'd
I'll
have
do
to
half.
pick it up as well, because Slim kicked it over, so it's sitting there on its side.
Yeah, I'll pick up the plant.
Okay,
Like,
so you
upright.
and if you want to water it all in one move, that's fine. You can do that in one action.
Okay.
Nothing happens. So you get the soil wet, you stand the plant upright, nothing happens.
It was worth a try.
Worth a try. Okay, so that is it for your turn. Okay, so then again, the flame from this window, you see this apparition work its way through this side, and it lashes out with fire. So give me a slick check, please.
Who?
Oh, damn! Look at that!
Oh.
Shit, I totally forgot. Do you get a free attack or something? Let's say you do!
The only thing to attack is the old lady. Well,
So if you want to do it, you can have a secondary action or a free action right now because you slickly got away from that attack.
I don't.
Yeah, I'm fixing to slap this old lady. I'll tell you what.
Slim's moving for it. Yeah, Jacob, you got it. He's ready for it.
Nothing else
I'm
to
gonna-
do.
Yeah, I guess I'll go over. I'll just use it as a movement and back up Slim.
Okay, so you move away. Who is up next? That would be Slim. You're up.
You know what? Just I'm gonna snatch up this crown old lady.
Okay, you're gonna pick her up.
I'm just gonna pick her up and be like, what the hell's going on, woman?
All right, so you're just gonna pick her up by the shoulders and scream at her, ask her in her face as these windows are just
Yeah,
shuddering.
just give her a nice shake old lady and just be like, what is this?
Kill it with fire, kill it.
Get it!
Fire.
Fire! Fire!
Fire from your barrel, god damn it, shoot it, you fucking idiot.
And I give her a smack. Because that's what you do to women that talk back, and I drop her back on the ground,
Okay.
and I shoot the glass.
All right. Why don't you, because that was kind of your action, what I'll do is if you
The
give me
smack was my action.
the smack was the smack, and then picking her up and talking was your action.
Yeah.
But I
Sure.
will if you want to roll me a luck and see if you're able to get another attack in there. Now that she has illuminate. Yeah, you succeeded. Slim, what would you like to do with your barrels of fire?
Well, I'm just gonna drop this old lady, and I'm just gonna whip out the +1 carved gun or whatever.
Hell yeah.
And I just start blasting.
All right. Where do you want to shoot?
It's all
Which-
glass, right?
Yeah, so there's let's just say there's quadrants. There's a southern, western,
Bitch.
eastern, northern. Because remember, this thing is just coursing through all of these windows.
All right, I'm gonna try to time it like she did. It's like those arcade games where the light goes around and you have to like stop it in that one light bulb.
Yeah,
that's
why don't you
between the things.
roll me a d4? Why don't you roll me a d4 and let's see what winder it is. Okay, one.
Move on, baby.
All right, it's going to be your western wall right over here, and the
Boom.
glass it's just like an ice creature is forming on the glass. So this is going to be a tough shot. So what I want you to do, I need every shot against this thing.
Does that mean
is
for
gonna-
the creature or for the immovable glass?
creature?
Okay. All right, tough shot.
Tough shot. So that is going to be a.
What's tough shot rules?
It's a grit range, not a gun. Why do I always forget this? Slick. Sorry,
Oh, good.
it's a slick. Can Slam get a slick?
slicked once or twice, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh man!
So I'm just rolling slick.
Rolling slick to see if you hit this. Oh yeah! All right. So you you make
21.
contact. Okay. So
Yeah.
let me draw a little thing. Where's my pen at? Okay, so you've hit this thing. You've hit this window once. You guys see that, right? Okay, so do you want to move or do... Actually, no, that's your attack. So next up is going to be Lamsley. What do you want to do, Lamsley?
Okay, I see that works, and I guess I'm gonna take out my double-barreled shotgun.
Okay.
And I'm going to aim it at the next window, I guess. Or maybe I'll try.
Well, why don't you roll me a why don't you roll me a d4? Let's see. This thing is just randomly moving about. It's hard to catch. So it's going to be right up here. Why can't I click? Why won't it let me click? Oh, because I'm still on the drawing tool. That's why. Right up here. That is the window where you catch with your dead eye. So why don't you give me... It's going to be a tough shot, meaning it's going to be a slick.
Okay.
Oh, and did you roll damage, Slim?
I did not.
Oh.
Roll me
If I
some
need to, doesn't
damage,
matter.
please.
All right. What is the damage on my thing? Is the 6 plus the
It's +1, right?
Yeah. So D6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, +1. All right.
Okay. So you got 2.
Sickles.
All right. 2. I'll make note of that because I forgot to make a token for this guy. All right. So, Lemsley, did you already shoot? Yeah, you did, right? 18?
Yeah.
All right. So roll me some damage, please. Is this your double barrel, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The creature recoils as your buckshot makes contact. 4 damage, dang. Do you want to move or do anything else?
Let's see. So I shot out like this window.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna move. I'm fine.
So I don't need these. Okay. All right. So up next is Quillward. What do you want to do? Mr. Man
so
with no bullets.
I was gonna say I don't have ammo, so can I use my action to point out where it is to help one of them?
Oh, I like
shoot it?
that. I like that. That's a good idea. Yeah, why not? So you can forego your action to do you want to I'll say you can save that until your next turn. So if you want it to be Slim or Lemsley, you can use that once. That will be your action.
Okay.
And I'll give them advantage on the shot.
Sweet.
Cool. Good idea. Okay. So up next though is the creature. Let's see where the creature is. Okay. Looks pretty pissed off at you, Slim. Coming from this wintry window, which I can't click on. This one right here. And so I need you to roll me a slick to try to get out of the way as these veins of ice come out of the window straight at you. Icicles. Oh, shit.
Oh, some bitch.
Okay, so what is the damage on your gun? 1d6 plus 1?
Yeah.
All right. Oops, wrong damn button. There we go. Okay, you suffer 2 points of damage as this icicle makes contact with your skin, and you stagger backward.
Could it hit my hat?
Yeah, if you want to use that
Yeah.
to absorb damage right now, yeah, of course.
I'll risk the old hat. So the icicle shoots out and it just like pops the hat off my head.
Yeah, why not? Let me read the hat thing really quick too, because I can't remember how you. I think you recover it with a luck. Yeah, before rolling damage, you may lose your hat. Oh, we didn't do that, I guess, but we'll do that next time. To block all damage from a single attack, when picking it back up, check luck to see if it survived. Oh, all right. So if you'd like to pick up your hat, you're going to need to check luck to see if you if it survived this icicle blast. this fucking 7-Eleven polar ice attack it's got going on here.
Do I do that now or just on my next turn?
No, do it right now. Unless you want to hold on
right.
to it and wait.
No, I'll reach down and try to dust it off. Let's see what I got.
All right, let's see if it. Oh yeah. So do you?
Yep.
How do you pick this thing up? It's got to be pretty slick with that kind of roll.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna like snatch it up like that, and just give it a, and then like a situation.
There you go.
No, not even that, because that's like a bowler situation. I just do the straight up, just like,
Oh.
and then look up from underneath it. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Nice. Okay.
Try you some bitch.
All right. Did you want to move or do anything else, or I guess that was your
Oh,
turn.
is that my whole turn? Oh yeah. Wait, no. It attacked me.
It attacked you. You're right. I'm sorry. It is your turn
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Well, then as I pick my head up back from underneath my hat,
Yep.
firing again.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So can I give him an advantage on
Yeah. Why don't you give him advantage? So why don't you roll advantage then, and that will take up your little.
So advantage on my slick, right?
Yes. Quill's eagle eye. We got a cousin connection here. Okay, you didn't
Damn.
even need it, man. You rolled
Don't even need it.
20. All right, so why don't you roll me some damage as Quill helps you take aim.
It's kind of perfect on how he helps, because it's obvious at where it's at, but he's still just pointing and screaming at it.
Yeah.
I fucking know! Boom!
Yeah. Didn't you just see me pick up my goddamn hat?
Yeah.
All right, 5. Okay, you make contact again, and this thing screeches. More of the ice just crumbles from the glass onto the ground below. Math. Okay, I got it. All right, up next is Lemsley.
I
What maneuver are you gonna follow up with?
have a long rifle. I'm gonna put my double barrel shotgun away and pull out my long rifle.
Okay, so you have your long rifle.
And there's only one pane of glass left, right?
No, you're not breaking the glass. The glass is intact actually when you hit it. It just the creature recoils in pain and kind of just keeps swirling around. You see remnants of like the icicles crumbling to the floor, ash from the fiery side of the window. So you got 3. Wait, what are you doing? Oh, that's where it's gonna go. Okay. So why don't you roll me an attack, a slick, please?
Okay.
Okay, you make contact. What is the damage on that?
A D10.
Oh shit. Okay, D10. Roll me a D10.
No.
Oh, you rolled a 1? Oh my god. Okay.
So stupid.
Can I
All right.
use my ace to reroll her damage?
Hell yeah, you can.
Because I can't damage it.
Well, don't forget. I know, Jess, you have an ace still. I think, Slim, you're the only one who's used it, right?
No, I used mine.
Oh, you used yours already. Okay, yeah, you can definitely use that.
And did you? Sure.
The cat, I think, and I failed twice.
Goddamn fucking cat.
All right, so if you want to forego your ace, if you want to, okay.
Yeah.
Reroll that damage. Freeze frame Lemsley Rock Gut Pains.
Oh,
All right, it's a little better. It's a little better.
yeah.
Okay,
It like
4.
rolled onto the 0 for a second, and then it went to the 4.
For a second, I forgot 0 is 10, and I was like,
No,
0!
you're like, wait.
Okay, all right, Lemsley.
Yeah,
Quill, do you want to move at all or do anything else, or are you good?
I guess not.
Okay. So next up, Quillward, what would you like to do? And you notice this creature is not so much a blur anymore. You can kind of see it coasting through every single window. It's easy to track now.
Since it's easier to track, can I see which window it's at?
Yeah. Let me say it is it's up here.
I'm gonna sprint towards it and try to whack it with my rolling pin.
Okay.
Get to whacking.
You whack the glass. It doesn't
Whack.
require a check, but boom! It rebounds again off the glass. Your arm is just shuddering.
Thought it'd be
So
slower.
No.
All right.
If you guys haven't
All I
figured it
got.
out yet, melee attacks do no damage to this thing.
Is it a ranged attack if I throw the rolling pin?
Now, so here's the thing. On my person, I got my gun in my hand, and on my back, I have my rifle.
Sure.
Is Quill able to see that I have a rifle strung across
He knows
my back?
he can see everybody's weapon, so he sees Lemsley has the same kind of ammo as him that he needs so desperately, but
Oh, I
she
thought you
has
ran out
not.
of shotgun ammo.
No, you still have it. No, you don't, because only if you roll a 1 do you have to lose a slot of ammo, right?
Oh,
And you haven't done that yet.
That's right.
Well, she
Well,
would
shit,
she
I
would
mean,
have, but you saved her ass. I forgot about that. She did roll a 1 on that D10.
Can I throw him like an ammo?
I'll say, well, he already went though. It's already his turn, but yeah, I mean on your next turn.
Next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is the creature. And the creature is attacking from. Again, it loves this frosty window. So I'm gonna say it's going to attack Lemsley. So please give me a slick as more of these root-like icicle things come out from the window, reaching toward you. Holy shit, nice roll. 19, you get right out of the way, and it retracts its claws, just some of the ice left behind. And Slim, you're up.
All right. Could I unsling my rifle and throw it at Quill and still fire my gun?
Woo! Let's say, I'll tell you what. Why don't you roll me a... Let's see, what would this be?
Well, how about instead I'll fire... Can I just fire my gun and then
throw
just...
it at the same time?
Well, no, I just have... or even just be like, rifle! Or like even just like unsling it from my back, but just like have it in my hand or something so he can come over and grab it. Like, I don't need to do two things.
No,
Yeah.
I'll say next time, he can grab one of your weapons if he wants to. Without counting as a
Gotcha.
turn.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'll
fine.
fire as I unsling my rifle and just hold it out like, you fucking idiot! I got a goddamn rifle. Stop hitting with a frying pan.
Okay.
Rolling pin.
It's-
Whatever ladies.
One more lady joke. All right, so yeah, it's still right here. You see it lingering at the frozen window. All right, you make contact. What are you shooting it with? Your pistol? A revolver?
Yeah, the revolver, the +1 revolver.
All right, cow. Roll me some damage, please.
3.
Oh. All right, you make contact, and it screeches, and the windows just rattle even harder. That you guys have to like plug your ears momentarily, and it appears as if it is now lurching through the glass, barely holding on. Which means it is Lemsley's turn up next, unless Slim, you want to move or do anything.
I mean, I feel good where I'm at.
Okay.
All right, I'm
Lemsley.
going to try to hit it again with my long rifle.
Okay, why don't you give me a roll? Oh, actually, let's see where it is going to be. All right, it's way over here again.
And
Smoldering.
Quill has a gun now, right?
Not yet.
Am I able to throw him some, like, an ammo and then, like, also shoot? Or is this the same problem that Brian ran into?
Sorry, say again.
Am I able to, like, toss him some ammo and then shoot?
That's kind of that's like a 2-action thing. What I will do is I will let you gamble. So if you want to make a slick check, but you could lose the ability to have your attack. So if you succeed in this, you toss what you need to toss to Quill and you get your attack. If you fail, you get to do absolutely nothing.
Crap.
Maybe even drop your gun.
Okay. I'm just gonna shoot it since it's on its last leg. Or so it seems.
Yeah, it's right down here.
All right, so roll slick.
Yeah, roll me a slick, please.
Ugh.
And you have nothing that can aid you, right?
Oh no. I mean, I have my hat, but that's it. That doesn't do anything, right?
Okay. So you miss, but what happens is, even though you miss the creature, it gets right out of the way and you make contact with the glass. And there is a crack running through this glass right here.
Okay.
Meaning, do you want to do anything else?
I mean, all I can do is move at this point,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. You good? Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Quillard. Kid Cadaver, you're up.
I'm gonna sprint to Slim.
Okay. So you guys are pretty close anyway. So yeah, you make it to him.
And grab that rifle? Right? Yeah.
All right, in one movement, you grab the rifle. What would you like to do with the rifle?
Put it away for later. No, shoot the monster.
All right. Let's see where this baby is now as it's moving from window or pane to pane. It's right up here. Didn't make it very far from the fiery window, so it's right up here.
And it's a slick.
It is a slick. Oh no! All right, so the rifle goes off, but instead of the creature, it cracks the window, just like this one down below. Would you like to move or do anything else? I guess all you can do is move.
I guess I'll move out of the way a little bit, just so we're not all clumped together.
Okay, so now this thing is... Man, it loves the snowy area over here. And it reaches out too. You, Quill. So again, this is like icicle appendage, like swirls through the room, heading right at you. So I need you to roll me a slick, please, to see if you can get out of the way of this thing. Oh, you do not. So what is your weapon? Please tell me what weapon you have.
Sawed-off shotgun and a rolling pin.
What was the weapon that you used last time? His rifle?
Oh, the rifle, yeah.
Yeah, what's the damage on that?
I don't know. What is the damage?
Do you have that handy, Slim? Let me check if I got it right here. Is it a rat rifle, repeater rifle, hunting rifle, long rifle?
Oh, it is a hunting rifle.
That is a D8, my friend. All right. So I'll give you the honors. Why don't you roll me a D8? Oh! Okay. This... You only have like 2 hit points, right?
3.
3. Okay, so this icy appendage slithers through the air, pierces right in your sternum, and you take 6 points of damage. And I totally forgot death. Okay, when your HP reaches 0 or below, roll a d20 plus grit. Subtract negative HP from that roll, so you're at -3. Let's see what happens to the old Quill here.
So, do I roll grit and then a d20?
Well, just roll your grit. Basically, just means your grit bonus plus the d20. So yeah, if you just click on the character sheet grit, it'll calculate it. Okay, sick 15 minus 3, which is 12. Okay, it hits you right in the sternum, and it's as if you have an armor-plated sternum or something, because you feel revitalized, and you
All those rocks I ate?
you remain at your current HP. Hot damn, look at that.
Woo.
Deus Ex Machina. All right, Slim, you're up.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna keep blasting.
Keep blasting. All right. Let's see where this thing is. 2. All right, it is up here actually at the northern window. Hot
Oop, missed that
damn.
one.
Rolled a 7. Okay, so again, just like before, crack. The monster barely makes it out of the way, but you leave behind your ammo leaves behind a severe crack in this glass up here. So do you want to move around, or are you good?
I'm so good here.
Okay, Lemsley, you're up. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to shoot it.
All right, let's see where this baby is. 2. Oh man, it's still right there. Still at the northern window.
Okay. So slick.
Oh, look at that.
Hit?
Just barely. Just barely. So why don't you roll me some damage? Not that it matters, but why don't you? Oh, look, there's your 10.
There it is.
All right, so you take aim. This creature is almost frozen, and you can make out its form. It's almost humanoid just for a split second, and you aim for that human-shaped head, and you make contact right between its eyes, and it completely dissipates into nothing. The storm outside subsides, and I need to end combat. Yes. And turn off that music. Okay. You guys all catch your breath as the storm stills outside. And the old lady gets up. She brushes her hair aside from her face. And she starts weeping. And as she starts weeping, you guys see behind her, on all of these planters, they all begin to grow. Green vines, flowers are blooming. It's the most beautiful sight you've ever seen. And this green becomes brighter and brighter and brighter. And you dissolve into nothing. Returning in white, with marble floors beneath your feet. You are in the gallery once again, and that is where we're going to end tonight's session, everybody. Thank you, people who joined us in the stream tonight. Good timing. Great timing, guys. Right? Just a little after 9. So,
Look at us.
yeah, that is it for this session of Frontier Scum. I'm going to be out of town next week, so we are going to skip next Thursday, but we will be back here streaming the following... Sorry, not Thursday. That's the old day. Tuesday. The following Tuesday. So catch us then. Keep your YouTube notifications ready. Join our Discord as well. We're always active there. All of us are there to talk about upcoming games and everything in between. So Ryan, do you want to talk about any weekly scroll stuff coming up before we drop?
We had some plans changed for the week. Some things came up and happened. So I think the next thing we got going on, is the return of Jarrett Crater on Sunday to talk about Space Penguin Inc. It is officially launched. The games are out, and Jarrett's going to come back and chat with us about that. So that's a fun one. Don't want to miss that. Jarrett Crater is one of the biggest names pretty much in the entire industry. Left Exalted Funeral to start Space Penguin, and it is starting off big. So he'll be back to discuss that on the 23rd with us.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks again, chat. Don't forget to like the video, comment below. It also helps the algorithm very, very much. So appreciate everything, and we will see you guys in 2 weeks, at least Frontier Scum, but you will see more Weekly Scroll until then. Good night, everybody.